This happened back in 2009. I was running my usual route from Sacramento to Dallas, straight down I-40. Hours of desert, truck stops, and endless white lines slipping under the wheels. You learn the rhythm. You trust the hum of the engine like a second heartbeat. And you ignore the things you catch out of the corner of your eye because the highway at night plays tricks. Somewhere past Flagstaff, Arizona, just after 2 a.m, the cab was dark except for the green glow of the dash. I had an audiobook playing, something about history, just enough to keep the silence from consuming me. The road ahead was empty, completely empty, and yet it felt heavy, like I was the last person on earth. Then I saw the headlights far back on the horizon, just 2 tiny specks at first. I didn't think much of it. Another trucker pacing himself, saving fuel, keeping steady. For 20 minutes they stayed the same distance, not closing, not falling behind. Then slowly, steadily, they started to approach. Not fast, too deliberate to be casual, almost intentional, like someone reaching out without touching. I kept my eyes forward, but I could feel it drawing near in my side mirror. Eventually the lights pulled up alongside me. A white sedan, old late 90s model. I didn't look over. You never look over. You keep going and let them pass. Short pause. But it didn't pass. It stayed there, matching my speed, 55 miles an hour, perfectly steady. And that's when the wrongness hit me, a physical pressure pressing the air down in the cab, a hollow feeling in my chest. Inhales deeply. I glanced. The driver's seat was empty. No one. Just the faint glow of the dome light and the dark desert sliding by. I froze, my foot hovering over the accelerator, waiting for my mind to fill in a normal explanation. Nothing came. Short pause. Then from the back seat, a movement. A woman sat up. Plain white blouse, dark hair pulled back. She turned her head, looked at me, and smiled. Not a casual smile, a knowing smile, recognition. She knew me. And she mouthed one word, whispering my name. Not stop, not hey, just my name, the one my mother calls me, the one that isn't on the side of my truck. I slammed on the brakes. The Peterbilt shuddered. The trailer groaned behind me and the white sedan surged forward, disappearing into the black. My hands shook, my chest pounded. I stayed on the shoulder, breathing, counting, trying to convince myself I'd imagined it. Fatigue, a prank, somebody who saw my name at the last truck stop. Logic demanded an explanation, none fit. Eventually I drove on and pulled into a rest area just before New Mexico. I needed sleep, though sleep didn't come. I sat in the cab staring at the ceiling, listening to the other trucks idle, my heart still racing. At dawn, I left my rig to use the facilities. A few drivers were milling about, coffee in hand. And there it was, parked alone at the far end of the lot, the white Buick. I didn't want to see it, but my feet moved. The asphalt under my boots sounded too loud. I reached the window and looked inside. Empty, clean, not a single personal item. I walked around to the back seat and pressed my hand against the cool glass. The back seat was pristine, untouched, except for a single dark hair lying on the cushion like a mark. Recoiling, I recoiled, felt it deep in my gut. I found a state trooper and told him everything. He listened, nodded, and walked back to the lot with me. Where the car had been, there was nothing, just an empty parking space. He told me to get some rest, said I was seeing things. I finished my run to Dallas with my mirrors angled to show nothing but the road behind me. I never saw the car again. But here's the thing that sticks with me. The rest area was over 100 miles from where I'd first seen her. There's no way she could have been there. No speed, no shortcut, no human explanation. She wasn't following me, she was waiting. Always waiting. Years later, I still see that smile, that look of recognition, and I wonder if she had known me before, or if she was simply telling me without words that I would see her again. And the truth is, sometimes when I drive long stretches at night, I imagine headlights approaching, slow and deliberate, and I shiver because that smile might just appear again in the back seat, waiting for me.